Time for Dodger Baseball.
What a catch by Mookie Betts. Another home run for Corey Seager. Another strikeout for Kershaw. A robbery of Tatis. Gone. What a snap. This is what an ace looks like.
And tagged out is Riley, a double play.
Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
And welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show. I'm your host, Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for rocking with us here on a 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th of July weekend, Dodgers Nation. The Dodgers get the win, their 8th straight win, their 3rd straight series win. Now they have a record of 52-31. They're tied for the Giants right now in first place in the NL West, but the Giants are trailing 5-4 to the Diamondbacks in Arizona. So hopefully they pull off that win, and the Dodgers are in sole possession of first place for the first time since late April. So things are looking up, guys. Your Dodgers, that offense is playing well. Kudos to the bullpen, 5 scoreless innings for that Dodgers bullpen. We're going to break down all of tonight's action. We've got a special Saturday night edition of the Dodgers Nation postgame show. But you know how we get down here on this show, guys. Let me know where you represent Dodgers Nation from tonight. Give me those city zip codes, area codes. Also, give me your player of the game. But you guys are rolling in the comments section, so let's get right into it. Start right at the top to my man Mysterio. I clicked immediately. Well, thanks. I appreciate that, Mysterio, over on YouTube. Dodgers baby from JP. We got Let's Go from Edwin Romero. Hopefully Giants, Edwin Romero. Yes, I know. Let's root for those D-backs. Hook it up. Dodgers win from Christopher Cruz. Got to hook you one of these. We got Ari Swerdlow. By the way, Ari, I know you went to the game on Sunday. You're really excited about that. How was that experience? Let me know down below in the comment section. Let's go from the 626. What up, Ari? A day one on the show. Giants need to lose now. We got some heart emojis, some baseball emojis. Blue Heaven from the 713, Missouri City, Texas. That's from Rod Wells over on YouTube. Jonathan Robles, Dougie Fresh. That's my name. What's up? How's it going, my man? Go for the sweep tomorrow. Yeah, let's keep it rolling, man. Let's go for that 9 straight. This team is really locked in right now, despite everything that's going on, despite some of the adversity that this team has been facing. Guys in and out of that lineup, lots of distractions possibility, but this team continues to win. Give credit to Dave Roberts for that and the rest of this Dodger team that's getting into a groove at a nice time. Look, we're just past the halfway point mark here in this season, and this Dodger team is really starting to win a lot of games. But number 8 on a roll, that's from we got Let's Go LA. We got from Brian Balding. We got Doug from J. Cruz. What up, J. Cruz? We got Mysterio. Guys, let's root for the D-backs so the Giants lose. Yeah, smash that hard button for the D-backs right now. Retweet the show. If you're on YouTube, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, be sure to do that. We got LFG from my man, 5150 Rams fan. Where have you been, my man? How's it going? But nice to see you back on the show. We got Let's Sweep. That's from Deborah Young over on YouTube. Let's Go Dodgers from the 559. That's from Miss Masanori over on YouTube. We got Woohoo! Dodgers, Olivia Lulan. Over on Facebook, we got Michael over on Facebook. Dodgers, happy 4th, everyone. Hashtag road to repeat from my man Ari Swallow. I like it. I like it, my man Two's over on YouTube, just with the straight W. That's what it's all about, against the W, against the Nationals, the Fighting Walgreens. So it was great to see. Giants losing. Great job, Big J. Let's go Dodgers. Please D-back. You guys are all rooting hard for the D-backs, but Giants losing. Let's go. We got Deborah Stevens. Happy 4th, Dodgers fan. Right back at you. Deborah Stevens. Go hook you one of these. Kenley Jansen. Yeah, we'll talk about Kenley right there, right off the top. Kenley Jansen came out there. He gave us a scare, but hey, it's Kenley Jansen, man. He's gonna give you that cardiac and Kenley effect. But hey, as long as he gets it done at the end, that's what is the most important thing. That is now his 21st save in 23 save opportunities. The reality is Kenley Jansen has been one of the best closers in Major League Baseball, and give him credit for working his way out of that jam. He starts off the bottom of the ninth, gives up a leadoff single there to Castro to put the tying run at the plate with no outs, and then he walks Yan Gomes on 6 pitches. He was missing with the cutter, sinker, and the slider in that at-bat. He gets on. That gives the Nationals runners on first and second in a 2-run game, and then he strikes out Parra swinging. I was saying, it was take a seat. We have not forgot about you, Parra. We know your antics when you were with the Diamondbacks. We will not soon forget. So sit down. He got him to chase a little 2-seam fastball away, clocking 96 on the gun. And that's one of the most impressive things about Kenley Jansen. A lot of people want to talk about that slider. And yes, when he has the feel for it, he can get some swing and miss, can get some big punch-outs with it. But how about that 2-seam fastball? He can get it up to 96, sometimes at 97, and it's been a pitch that he's gone to. And I want to give Kenley Jansen a lot of credit for diversifying his approach. He's not going out there and just gripping with that cutter. He's mixing in that 2-seam. He's mixing in that slider. And I think that you've seen a lot of growth, a lot of development. And everyone wants to talk about angry Kenley. How about contract year Kenley? Because that's what you saw on display tonight and for this season. He's locked in. He's focused. And give him a lot of credit. And then he gets Escobar with a cutter at 95. And then he gets gets him with the cutter right there at 95. So it's great to see Kenley Jansen just go out there and continue to produce for this team. But let's get back in this comment section, guys. How do you guys feel? What's on a scale of 1 to 10? What's your confidence level for Kenley Jansen? Because I know some of you out there, including myself, not all in necessarily on Kenley Jansen as far as, I still have, those little doubts creep in here and there based on what we've seen for the last couple of years, what it matters most, and that's the postseason. But, man, I mean, he has proved a lot, myself, as well as a lot of Dodger fans, wrong for guys that say, hey, maybe Kenley Jansen didn't have a lot left in the tank. I am happy to say that I was wrong about Kenley Jansen. I mean, I didn't totally say he was washed, but if you told me at the beginning of the season, be honest, you people out there, my Dodger fan, Dodgers Nation, if I told you at the beginning of the season that Kenley Jansen was going to be 21 for 23 in save opportunities and we haven't hit the All-Star break, would you believe me? Let's just be honest there. So I couldn't be happier. California, keep getting it done. Keep doing your thing. And the rest of the Dodger bullpen was fantastic tonight too. 5 scoreless innings for this Dodger pen because of that rain delay. When did this game even start? I mean, honestly. We'll keep breaking down this game, but I want to get into those to get some of your responses about your confidence in Kenley. So Big Bear, we got Vegas. We got Kenley is clutch. That's from Edwin Romero. We got Long Beach from the LBC. We got Rodwell's True. We got Joseph Kelly. That's from Dr. Cannibal. He's another guy, too. Worked his way out of a bases-loaded jam. Joseph Kelly said, no way, Jose. And he got us out of that one, too. So, yeah, we're going to break down some of these big innings. And that one with Joe Kelly was really big for the Dodgers to get out of that inning there and just find a way there in the bottom of the 6th. So in the bottom of the 6th inning, Harrison singled to right, Soto grounded into a fielder's choice. They get Harrison out at second, and then Zimmer grounded to shortstop, walked to Castro, and then walked to Castro to give the Nationals runners on first and second, 2 outs, and then Kelly hits Gomes to load the base with 2 outs, and then he gets the big punch out. So it was great to see some of these bullpen pieces come in and come up big in key spots tonight. You saw that in a big way with Joe Kelly, who really that guy exploded with what he did with getting the mariachi jacket and wearing it to the White House. Joe Kelly, Dodgers legend right there. So that was great to see. And you saw Brusdar Graterol out there getting it done, but yeah, they're in the bottom of the 6th. That was really big. And then it was also funny. So yeah, he hits Gomes with the pitch, and then with that curveball, just got Parra swinging. So shout out to Parra for some big punch outs tonight for the Nationals. So that got the Dodgers out of the inning there in the 6th. But here we go from San Diego. We got the 909, Danny Cortez. We got Brian Park from the 714, Jonathan Robles from the 626. We got Mike Burke from over on YouTube from Oregon, the 97530. We got Tom Zico from Facebook from Rocky Hill, Connecticut. We got Christopher Ariza. What up, Doug? The 208 Boise right here. We got Mama K. Jams from Grand Washington. We got Kathy Buenolos from Valencia, the 661. Maria from the Lakewood. We got 5150 Rams from Bakersfield. We got Tony Felix, go Dodgers. We got come on D-backs, fingers crossed. Yeah, if you guys want to keep me updated with that game, I'd appreciate that. Ari Swally said it was awesome at the game Sunday. Good times. Keith Evans says Mookie needs to be batting second. Leadoff not working out. Not like Dave runs him anyway. I mean, if you look at today's game, Mookie Betts, he really got. I mean, Mookie Betts started the game with a leadoff single, didn't take advantage of it. He ends up going 1 for 5 on the night. But look, the reality is this team had its most success with Mookie Betts hitting leadoff last season. So with Corey Seager batting second, that's only going to help Mookie Betts when he comes back and starts to really get it going. He's going to see some better pitches. And Mookie Betts has been really showing signs that he's starting to play like that $365 million man. So I'm not worried about Mookie Betts. I think you just keep him there. I posted some videos about maybe if when he was really struggling, maybe put him in that 2-hole, maybe even batting him further down the 3 or 4 slot, give him some more chances with runners in scoring position. And but Mookie Betts, last 6 games, he started to kind of dip again to 780 OPS, but he has been showing signs in last 25 games at OPS 795. So he really has to start getting it going. You're seeing those power numbers start to go up. 5 home runs his last 25, 4 doubles and 2 triples. So I still think that Mookie Betts is going to go on a tear during the season. But 8 in a row from William Bloxon. We got Go Dodgers. I'm in San Diego, California. We got Monterey Peninsula on the house. Let's go Dodgers. Let's go D-backs. Beat San Francisco. I'm watching D-backs 5-4. Dodgers undefeated after the no-hit era. Yeah. Do you guys think that changed everything for the Dodgers? I mean, as far as just changing the momentum, changing the season, because not only are the Dodgers winning, you're seeing clutch hitting. I thought one of the big clutch hitting and a lot of clutch hitting, a lot of big runs in big spots. We're going to break down what they did in today's game with the 2 sack flies there. Really a business-like approach at the plate for the Dodgers these days, and things definitely changed after they got no hit, after they got swept by the Padres. But let's get back into this comment section, guys. Connie Jones, Belly needs to reconfigure. 240 player isn't going to cut it. Roberto Razo, go Dodgers, 8 straight wins. Hope Giants lose and take first place. Jose, Josh Ramirez, let's go Dodgers. We got Moisey Vargas, Think Blue from Austin, Texas. Jonathan Robles, what did the Dodgers do to make KJ a great pitcher again? I mean, I think that you saw some adjustments, some release point adjustments. You saw the velocity uptick, which is, a lot of the credit goes to Kenley Jansen. I think that the development of that 2-seamer, of that slider, knowing that he's not a guy that can go out there and just rely on the cutter for his entire career. Guys like Mariano Rivera did that, but unfortunately, some nights last year in years, even some nights this year, I mean, when the horizontal movement, when the velo isn't there on the cutter, I mean, at its worst, we were seeing that cutter at 88, 89 miles per hour with very little horizontal movement, and when he's hanging it, guys are banging it, and he said, hey, I'm going to go back to the drawing board, and I'm going to become a more complete pitcher. So I think it's a combination of that, and you have one of the best development staffs in all of Major League Baseball. So when it comes to coaching, we got San Diego lost again. Woohoo! I know, Kathy, man, they lost by a walk-off yesterday. You lost today. I mean, and then you lose today to the Phillies. So shout out to the Phillies beating the Padres. So like I said, it's get hot, get healthy, get hot, build separation with the Padres, and bury the Giants. And I think that we're close to doing that. But Mysterio, Doug, I just want to say that I have been a sub to you since you had 100 subs. Wow. I'm a huge fan and watch every video. It really helps me keep up with the news. Yeah, I appreciate that, my man, Mysterio. That's what I call it, day one. That's what's up, Mysterio. I appreciate that. Kevin Haynes, 8 straight. Yeah, if you guys have not, go to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/DodgersNationTV. We're posting multiple videos, every single thing related to the Dodgers. We're posting on it, 3-4 videos a day. And you got the Blue Heaven podcast with Clint Pasillas and Brooke Smith, the senior editors here. You got the 3 Up, 3 Down with my man Eric Yulo. That guy drops the fire every time. And then we got the flagship show, of course, the Blue Heaven podcast. That's a can't-miss show. So definitely subscribe to the channel, dropping stuff. But Cutter at 93.94 was awesome. That's from 5150 Rams. I like it, 5150 Rams. Some positivity. You're feeling it tonight, man. Happy 4th of July weekend. Craig Kenley for MVP. Tony Rodriguez. All right. David Peralta just made an epic catch right now. I'm going to have to check that out. We got Brett Sanchez. The Padre fans want to be like us so bad, it's pathetic. Hey, man, a lot of them watch this show, so you get into it. But I feel you on that one. Ari Swadlow. Kenley going to have a whip of 2 for the rest of the season with a 3.5 ERA because that's what Kenley is like. Yeah, man. Cardiac Kenley from Denny Cortez. No hit, no problem. 8 straight. We got Craig Osterberg, Dodgers first place. If Giants lose, let's go Dodgers. You win.
You win.
Ari Swadlow, Doug. Yo, Doug. By the way, I love the new Dodger dog. I had the beef one at the game on Sunday, and it was really darn good. That's what I'm talking about. Kenley confidence at an 8, 6, or 7 is your confidence. Mysterio, Keith. So I asked you guys on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your confidence level in Kenley Jansen right now after he just picked up his 21st save of the season? And we've got a 8 from A-Goat. We got a 7.5 from Keith Evan over on YouTube. We got an 8 from Ari. We got he's balling this year from Tony. Blake Anderson, I'll say a solid 7.5 right now for Kenley. We got John Jimenez over on Facebook, 7 to 8. Edwin Romero, 7.5. 5150 Rams, 7.8. That's pretty high for you, 5150 Rams. I've seen that number dip sub-zero at some point. Deborah Young, an 8. I like him, but my nerves don't. JB, you win with that one. You kind of said it best.
Perfect.
I think you speak for a lot of Dodger fans with that comment. 6.5 on KJ, can't lie. I think I'm at a 5.6 right now. Roberto Rizzo, Giants are losing. In the 6, hell nah. We got an 8 or 9 from Oscar Turner. We got no way. We got KJ is a solid 8. Kenley proving Dodger fans wrong. That's from Edwin Romero over on YouTube. Bruce Dark Gratterall was so nasty today. That's from Mysterio over on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, credit to this entire Dodgers bullpen with the long rain delay. I don't even know how long it was. I was watching the Bucks game. By the way, I was kind of looking up. There's been 17 rainouts in Dodger Stadium history. The last one being on April 17, 2000. Bruce Dark Gratterall was still 1 year. He was only a 1-year-old the last time you had a rainout at Dodger Stadium. So we don't have the same problem that other places have, like in Washington. We got a lot of the rain going down. But yeah, Bruce Dark Gratterall, a really nice job today. He pitched. He actually got the win, I believe. I'm pretty sure he was in line to get that win today, right? And he went an inning, had 2 punch-outs on 9 pitches, 7 first strikes. So whatever they were doing down in OKC is definitely paying off because they were trying to get his control and his command at optimal levels. And today, I was very encouraging. That's a great point right there. Is the performance of Bruce Dark Gratterall because he was on a trajectory where he was going to be one of our back-end guys, one of the guys that's going to come out and get big outs and big spots, high leverage moments for Bruce Dark Gratterall. And then you had the forearm tightness. He really couldn't ever get 100% healthy early on the season, but it looks like he's healthy and it looks like he's ready to roll, and I think that is just going to be big for this Dodger team that needs as many arms as they possibly can. And you just you just love to see him. I don't know, man. Anytime you see triple digits on the gun, it just gets you excited. And the bazooka, 101 with the sinker, 101 with I like the location, working the top of the zone, and getting those for Lester, getting that ground ball out there with the sinker. The thing about with Bruce Dark Gratterall, people want those strikeout numbers to be up, but he throws so many strikes and he knows how to get so much soft contact that's one of the reasons why you don't see as much swing and miss as you would expect for a guy that hits triple digits as much as he does. But that's a great point. He had a big night, and that was very encouraging. But here we go. Belly needs help from A-Go. We got Bauer, your feelings. We got Bleed Blue. We got, is it a prerequisite for Kelly to let people get on to get the save now? Oh, my man Joseph Megazzeni, a day one here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. It is a prerequisite, man. He understands what this is about. He understands this is entertainment. This is box office, and it's good for my show, honestly, because then people put their eyeballs on the screen, they check their phones, and it's just, look, Kenley's good for business. Let's just be honest here. But the bottom line is he's getting the results this season. Heading in tonight, now he's 21 for 23, but heading into tonight, he was 20 for 22 with a 1.38 ERA, 5 earned runs in 32 2/3 innings pitched, 37 strikeouts, and a .95 WHIP. Before tonight, he had only had allowed 11 hits, and hitters were 11 for 102 against him, with opponents hitting 108. So, I mean, those are some pretty quality numbers that anyone will take from their closer or their high leverage guys. So you got to give him the credit. He got it done once again, but it wasn't without a scare. And yeah, what a bummer for this Nationals team. And that's another thing too. It's not like they're just beating some bad team. This is a team that was 3 games behind the New York Mets in the NL East, and they're a team that was on fire. Unfortunately, Schwarber, who was just in God mode, hitting home runs every single day, it felt like, and he has a bum hammy, and he's going to be out for an extended period of time. So this is a team that was rolling before the Dodgers, and he had Trey Turner with the finger injury, but this team was rolling before the Dodgers came to town, and the Dodgers going in there taking care of business, visiting the White House, being the first team to go to the White House since the whole COVID pandemic, and things are really looking up for Los Angeles. But let's go Dodgers from Sergio Macias. How you going, sir? How's it going, Sergio? Always rocking with us. Blake, I like this take from Blake Anderson over on YouTube. The no-hitter was a blessing in disguise for us. Do you guys agree with Blake Anderson over on YouTube? I think it's a fair point because this team was just slugging along. They couldn't find a rhythm. Really just didn't have their identity, where you have the relentless approach at the plate. You make pitchers throw strikes. You find pitches you can drive. And since then, it was a wake-up call. I mean, they saw the no-hitters. It was a team no-hitter at Dodger Stadium in front of 50,000 people. And they're saying, hey, we're the Dodgers. I mean, we're the reigning World Series champion. We're the team that is favored to go back and win the World Series. We need to start playing like it. And it was a real sink-or-swim moment for this L.A. team. And I think they responded well. And you saw 8 straight since then. They're closing in on the Giants. Can I get a score update? Let's see here. I'll get a score update. You guys got me. So it's still 5-4 in the top of the 7th. Arizona is on top. So, hey, D-backs, do your thing. Giants just lose to one of the worst teams in baseball in the last 10 years. Do us a favor so the Dodgers can take back the NL West and never look back. That's the hope. Edwin Uceta going to shove tomorrow. Blake Anderson. Look, I'm a big fan of Edwin Uceta. I mean, when he looks good, he looks really good. When he has the feel for that changeup, this has the potential to be one of the better changeups in the league as he continues to develop. He's still raw, he's still green, but the potential is there for Edwin Uceta, and they do see him as a starter in the future. He's extremely young. They've thrown him into the fire here on multiple occasions. He pitched well against Miami. I mean, over a month ago, gave up the home run to Duvall, but there are moments where he really does wow you. He does flash. So I'm hoping that he goes out there, gives you some extended, 3 innings, maybe even more than that, and he starts to really come into his own and just continues to just take those baby steps, continue to make progress, and then I do really see him as a guy that can help this team out. We got Fall Classic is going to be, this is from Ray Bar-Simeon, Fall Classic will be the Dodgers over the Astros in 7. Now, Ray Bar-Simeon doesn't mess around. The Dodgers won the World Series, and my man got tatted up. So he's a real true blue Dodger fan out there. We got cool shirt, Doug. Yeah, man. I had to rep the Joe Kelly shirt today after what we saw this weekend or last couple days with him. 8 is a confidence level from the Sermian King. I like that from Blee Blue. The Sadres. The Sadres. You got to finish him with that.
Finish him.
The Sadres. I like it, man. Julian Dewberry. How did Will Smith play in the game and also find time to host this show? Good one, man. Look, man, I teleported from Washington to Los Angeles, and, I just had to do my thing. But, yeah, man, look, I'm not saying I'm not Will Smith. I'm not saying I am Will Smith, but what I am saying is that there's never been a picture of me and Will Smith in the same room at the same time. So that's all I'm going to say. And, yeah. But what's going on, Jules? Sermon King, hook it up with $5. That's what's up. Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. I'll buy some fireworks with it. Hour 46 from Jeff Lane. Just make every game be at Dodger Stadium. No more rainouts. That'd be cool. Mr. Cat, I wonder how loud the boos will be when the Trastros come to Dodger Stadium. It is going to be loud. It is going to be explosive. You're going to see blow-up trash cans. You're going to see, the blow-up of the variety. I think people are going to be coming dressed as trash cans. I mean, I think a lot of people have been planning for this for a long time. But Bazooka took the win. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Danny Cortez, appreciate confirming that. Ruben Diaz, Kershaw was good today. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty fair assessment to say he was good today. Clayton Kershaw, today he ended up going 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, had 3 punch-outs, 54 pitches, 34 for strikes, 8 for 15 on first pitch strikes for Clayton Kershaw, 8 swing and miss. And he just, look, he hung that slider to Gomes, and he hit it out. I mean, that's just basically what it was. He was rolling early on in the game today. I mean, the bottom of the first inning, By the way, how about early on when he saw his life flash before his eyes? That Harrison line drive just went right next to him, right by his face. It looked like he had tweaked his neck a little bit. I was thinking, did that brush his eyelashes or something? But really, it was the reaction to it. Kind of tweaked his neck a little bit. And then he gets Soto to ground to that double play, and then Zimmerman lined out. So no damage done in that first inning. Then in the bottom of the second inning, 1-2-3 inning on 12 pitches. He gets Castro swinging with a slider for the first out. Then he gets Gomes to ground to short, and then he gets Parra to ground to short. So 1-2-3 on 12 pitches. And then the bottom of the third, Escobar grounded to second for the first out. Robles lined to left for the second out. And then Espino struck out swinging on a slider. So another 1-2-3 inning on 11 pitches. So he was cruising. It was Clayton Kershaw, like we like to see. And then in the bottom, well, actually, let's break down that top of the fourth real quick. But let's jump on this comment section here, guys. We'll get back into the mix. Deborah Young, Tony, by the way, I got to see a Tony Crenshaw comment, but Tony Crenshaw did well, but for that one homer, great point. We got to hope the Dodgers win the World Series again from Ruben Diaz. Remax. We got Giants are losing in the 6th. Hook it up with those updates, guys. OMG, all the Facebook guys think CC Sabathia still plays. He has a good podcast, I will say that. Daniel Across, Dodger fans are everywhere, and I like it. What about you guys? We got Jonathan Robles. When I see CT3 going up, I like we about to get some fireworks. Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. Want to get into that a little bit in just a second here. But, yeah, getting that big insurance run late, considering how that bottom of the 9th started, was big for the Dodgers. So that's a great point. We got Anthony Keene. D-Mac. Happy Saturday, my dude. Right back at you, my man. Anthony Keene, how you doing? Caroline Alba, I'm so glad Kenley has been improving. We got 13. I love rooting for the D-backs. LOL. Hey man, it's all business. It's nothing personal. Look, when the Diamondbacks get good, if the Diamondbacks get good again, which is a big if. By the way, I have Zach Gallen on my fantasy team, and he's already injured again. Why did I even draft that dude? So it's all business, and you got to root for the teams that are facing the teams that are in your way when it comes to division races. So don't feel bad about it. Bro, they're gearing up to trade Barnes from Anthony Keene. It's an interesting take because you're seeing Clayton Kershaw be effective with Will Smith behind the plate. But I do think that having Barnes around, team chemistry guy, a guy that you know can step in, and he's going to get that strike at the bottom of the zone. He's one of the better game callers, pitch framers in the game, and his offense has improved since Mookie Betts joined the Dodgers and started giving in some tips. So I don't know if that's necessarily the case, and you need multiple catchers. I don't think you're going to see a situation where they trade him and you got Keibert Ruiz and Will Smith sharing time as receivers behind the plate. So it's an interesting point, but sports cards, we got here, D-Mac, your next shirt should be a Joe Kelly mariachi shirt. I was talking to some of the powers that be I was actually thinking about that earlier, having a Joe Kelly mariachi shirt with the Jose Kelly or something. I think that would hit me up. Sermon King, Dodgers all day. That no shook up the team and it helped them find their confidence. I agree with you. Anthony Keene, they have definitely played better since the no-hitter. Roy Estrada, I think no-hitter was embarrassing, and I agree, woke up the bats. William Bloxon, we can't feel sorry for the Nationals. Julian Dewberry, how did Will Smith play the game? We finally got Gru Cajones. Sergio from Guadalajara, shame on MLB. We got Moose, 1032. The Dodgers needed to be humbled. They had a reality check, and they responded like we know they can. This team can beat anyone. Fantastic point, Moose 1032. That's why we say the Dodgers' toughest competition is the Dodgers. And playing Dodger baseball and find that fire and that focus on a daily basis and doing what they're capable of doing. You see that right now, even though they have been shorthanded throughout the season, and they have been decimated by injuries at times. But this team, you're seeing all that depth that we've talked about has played a big factor in the Dodgers right in the mix now, and they're closing in on first place. And it looks like we could be in first place outright for the first time since late April. So you got to love it. Checking in from Anaheim tonight from Ray. We need this one from William Bloxon. His outfit was sick. It was straight fire. Bruce Wayne, Batman Conundrum. Yeah, exactly. From Julian Dewberry over on YouTube. We got, you said a list. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Edwin, you said it will be starting for the Dodgers tomorrow. The Escapes have with 2 men with 2 outs have been big. D-backs about to screw up this game. Are they really? Are they really, Anthony? What's going on? Let's see here. Okay, men on first and second. I got men on first and second, top of the 7th with 1 out. But hey, man, you know what's probably gonna happen. You know, I mean, you saw what happened yesterday. If you watched that, I bought $8 worth of fireworks today. Melbourne, Victor, Australia, Aussie fan for 35 years. That's from Scott Rutherford. So you're in Australia, so you get to see the Giants season go down the drain the opposite direction. So that's what's up, man. But welcome to the show. D-Mac, with Bauer potentially being out, is it time to flip Keibert Ruiz and another piece for an ace? I definitely think that Keibert Ruiz is a spare part that if you look at the way this Dodger team is lined up with Will Smith, with other catchers in the farm system like Diego Cartaya, who promises to be a star down the line, I definitely would. It depends on who's out there and who else the Dodgers have to pair with Keibert Ruiz. Because if you're talking about some of these frontline starters like a Max Scherzer, who's going to be a free agent after this season, apparently, he's got that no trade clause, and this is a guy that the word on the street is if he is going to accept a trade, it's going to be with a team that's going to be willing to extend him. And I don't think the Dodgers want to bring in a guy that has some length, but there's guys out there that are on some shorter-term deals like Kyle Gibson of the Texas Rangers. He's got $7 million left on his deal next year. You got Barrios on the Twins, who I'm a big fan of, has a couple years of team control left. So, yeah, I actually dropped some videos today about just that. Head over to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/DodgersNation TV, but I definitely am with that. And the reason, it's nothing against Keibert Ruiz. You guys know I call him the Big Cabe Hurt. I'm a big fan of the guy, but if you look how it's lined up, there's no question that I think that Will Smith is going to be the starting catcher for the Dodgers for the next 5 to 7 years. And then you got Diego Cartaya, who I've talked to some scouts that tell me that he's a phenom. So, I mean, if that's the case, we saw Will Smith play at third base earlier this season. I don't want to say it was as bad as Jock Peterson playing first base, but it wasn't pretty. That throw wasn't pretty. Now, I do believe in Will Smith, but I also like him as a catcher. You saw that throw to gun down Robles today. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, and he has the potential to be a top 5 catcher in this league for an extended period of time. So, yeah, to answer your question, Mr. Dewberry, I definitely would be on board with shipping out Keibert Ruiz. And even if the uncertainty with Bauer wasn't the case, I mean, with Julio Urias' fatigue level, I mean, we're on uncharted waters for the Urias as far as, I mean, he actually pitched really well and gave 1 earned run yesterday. I'm still a big believer in the guy, but maybe you continue to build him up as that starter, and not only that, you allow him to transition into this first 162-game season over 2 years, and you have him as a lights-out bullpen piece, and you get a guy this year that can come in and get that job done. So can we get Kenta back? That's from Jose. I mean, he's not had a good year, but Sonny Gray to L.A., Sergio Macias, that's another name I've been talking about. William Bloxon, it cracks me up to see that big crowd of Dodger fans, Pantone or something. Yeah. Let's break down this game a little bit. What do you guys think, though? What would you Roach is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Is it too late to join the stream? It's never too late, man. We were actually going to stay on live until you join. So thanks for joining the stream, because we would actually never ended the stream unless you showed up. So thanks for rocking with us, our guy Roach over on Periscope. But here we go, back into I did a whole breakdown of Sonny Gray too. Roger Kennard, how you doing, my man? We got, D-Mac, we need another Joseph T-shirt with Senior Kelly wearing a mariachi jacket. Let's go Dodgers 2021, 8 in a row. Anthony Keene, your trade prospect videos were dope. I've been wanting Sonny Gray since he was in Oakland. Thanks, my man, Anthony. Listening to some Avicii while sipping on some Modelo's. Happy Saturday, Doug. Hey, you living the good life. I'm about to sip some stuff, too. Maybe I'll bump some Avicii as well. Let's trade for Max Scherzer, unknown God. Imagine that, having Scherzer and Kershaw on the same team. The pitchers of their generation, and maybe if you want to throw in Verlander or whatever. We got Diamondbacks are messing up. Oh gosh, are they really, guys? Let me get like most of you. No, you know what? I gotta focus on the show. Let's go back into this game a little bit. So really, the game came down to that 4th inning, at least the first part of the game before the rain delay. So the top of the 4th. Espino had retired 9 in a row after Mookie single in the first inning. A great at-bat right there. So 3 straight balls. the great at bat right there to get the leadoff walk on the sixth pitch of the bat. He takes the ball for Max Muncy. Takes ball 4 on a curveball low and inside. So a leadoff walk for Max Muncy and JT at the plate with no outs. And then Justin Turner, he singles to shallow left on a slider to give the Dodgers runners on first and second with no outs, and Cody Bellinger at the plate. And then Belly works a 5-pitch walk to load the bases with no outs, and Will Smith at the plate. And then on the first pitch, Will Smith, he flies to the deep right center, deep enough to score Max Muncy to get the sac fly to make it 1-0 Dodgers. And then, so then he tried to make the play at the plate instead of going to second there, and that took away the double play, and it gave the Dodgers runners on second and third. So really a big error really a blunder right there for the Nationals in that situation. You really just took away the double play there, but Dodgers, they took advantage, and Pujols hit a sac fly to right. That scored Turner to make it 2-0 Dodgers, and then Gavin Lux, he doubled to right, scoring Bellinger to make it 3-0 Dodgers. So that was big in that inning. Dodgers get 3 runs. Well, then Pollock was intentionally walked, and then Kershaw grounded out to the pitcher to the end of the inning. But the Dodgers get 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and that was big. The Dodgers are now 38-12 on the season when they score first. So don't discount that fact. Getting up and getting up early in games has been big in this run, and that was huge. Now let's jump to the bottom of the 4th inning where the Nationals responded. So bottom of the 4th, Harrison flied to right for the first out, and then Kershaw, he walks Soto on 4 pitches. You're not going to see that very much. Clayton Edward Kershaw does not walk very many batters on 4 pitches. A lot of borderline pitches there, but a 4-pitch walk nonetheless. And then Zimmerman struck out swinging with the slider for the second out. And then you're thinking, okay, we're going to get out of this inning. And then Castro singled to center, giving the Nationals runners on first and second with 2 outs. And then on a 2-2 count to Yam Gomes, Kirsch hung a slider, and he hit it out. He got all of it, a 3-run shot for him, and he ties the game up at 3. So then we had the break, and then we had and then it was really the show of the bullpen, and then we got the lead back there, and really was no looking back for the Dodgers. I mean, you got the scare with Kenley Jansen, but Bickford came in. You had Joe Kelly, you had Brusdar, Joe Kelly, Bickford, Trinan, and Kelly combined to go 5 scoreless and get the job done. And that Dodger offense gives you 5 runs, and that's what you need. And I think it was really big, too, is getting that lead early. It almost felt like the Dodgers scored first in a separate game when they were able to score there in the 6th inning. So we saw with Matt Beatty, when Pollock reached on an infield single to third to score Smith there to make it 4-3 Dodgers there in the top of the 6th. So in the top of the 6th inning, Bellinger, he led off the inning with the strikeout swinging, and then Will Smith, he was hit by the pitch. It was a curveball. It got him. And then Pujols, he grounded into a fielder's choice to shortstop, and Smith made it to second. But it was a throwing error there by Harrison, which allowed Will Smith to get to third, give the Dodgers a runner right there on third base. And then A.J. Pollock, he reached on that infield single to score him. And then the Dodgers, they take that 4-3 lead. And then later, they were able to add another insurance run. And you got to give Gavin Lux a lot of credit with his. I mean, it was a nice game for Gavin Lux, who has definitely been struggling of late. But it was nice to see him go in there and get the double, and then later he gets to get the double there to score the run there in the 4th inning, and then follow that up with a leadoff walk in the top of the 9th, and he scores from second on that Chris Taylor single there to give the Dodgers that much-needed insurance run. So it was a nice win for the Dodgers. We're rolling, but let's get back into this comment section. We got your feelings, Bleed Blue 26. Go to the YouTube channel. I've got it. We got Doug. If you're on the Dodgers manager, what would you be looking for right now, bats or pitcher Jonathan Robles? I do think they could still use a right-handed bat, but I think Pollock is really coming around. You're seeing this series. He's been effective. You saw the big bomb the other night. Today, the infield single. He's really starting to get into a nice groove, and I think that he's holding it down. Albert Pujols still cranking lefties. He's kind of due for another home run here pretty soon, another pretty big night. And I think that, to me, you win with pitching in the postseason. That's always my first priority. I would go – I mean, at this point, to me, when you add a starter, you add a bullpen piece from your own team, the way that you see that depth go into that bullpen. So I think that if they add a starter, then Tony Gonsolin goes into the bullpen. If they add a starter, if if fatigue is a factor for Julio Urias, who's pitched more innings this year already than he has in his entire career, then maybe Julio, we saw what he did, 13 to third scoreless innings last year in the bullpen as a bullpen piece. So I do think I would go starting pitcher first, especially when you got the whole Bauer situation and the uncertainty with that. Then I would go reliever. Then I would go with a bat. But I do think they're going to add a bat and an arm. That is my take. I think the Dodgers will end up adding another bat and another arm because, look, they're in super win now mode. I mean, Clayton Kershaw could be gone. You got Mookie Betts on the big deal. You got a short-term contracts and a lot of guys you got to pay pretty soon. This team is built to win a World Series this year. But give me your takes, guys. I mean, how would you rank it? Starting pitcher, bat, or relief pitcher? What should the Dodgers' priority be when it comes to the July 30th trade deadline? But, yeah, Kathy, Pollock homer 2 days in a row. He's starting to swing a hot bat. Exactly. Do you think Tommy Kahnle will be able to kill it come the postseason? Maybe the postseason next year. I mean, so we'll see. I mean, it'll be really interesting. I mean, there was some talk that he could be available late September. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm always trying to look at the Michelada half full and try to be positive about it, but I think the plan really is for next season, but hey, who knows? Mookie going to be fine. Chili's going to catch fire. That's from Baby Mike, 1313. Hey, man, I just want him to catch fire as soon as possible and when it matters most. So that's still in play. We completely wasted money for the future on Mookie and Bauer. Disagree completely because, one, Bauer's basically a 3-year contract that's not going to really affect things. I doubt he'll opt into the third year. There's a chance he'll opt into the next year where you get $45 million, but that one, and then Mookie Betts, to me, it led to a World Series in the first year. Last year, you think the Dodgers would have won the World Series with Mookie Betts? I don't think they would have at all. We got Julian Dewberry. Starting pitcher should be numero uno on the wish list. I agree with you, Jules. Go Dodgers from Tanner Horton. Do you think we can get Scherzer at the trade deadlines from Marcus Daniel? Like I said, it's tricky with Scherzer because he's got that 10-5 no trade clause provision because of all the time he's had, and it's just look. I mean, for a week there, it looked like the Nationals. Well, I'll say this: the development there is the fact that the Nationals, it looked like they were going to be more likely to add an arm than to trade an arm because of the way they played in the month of June. One of the hottest teams in Major League Baseball, but Kyle Schwarber going out, the Dodgers taking 3 against them. We'll see. Maybe they will decide to be sellers because it did look like they would be the guys that would be unloading some of their tradable assets to try to rebuild and replenish that farm system and maybe get some pieces that can help them down the line. But it just seems like every year and they go from the Trashnals to the Nationals to the Cashnals, and you're seeing that once again. But the Dodgers going in there and taking care of business only helps that. I do think that Scherzer will get moved. I mean, we could see a situation with Max Scherzer where he gets traded and he's a rental and he re-signs with the Nationals on some type of work past due contract they give him because he's so popular within the organization. I will say that I think when it comes to Max Scherzer, I think they're going to be really open from the front office to himself as far as what are his plans. What does he want to do? If he goes to the front office and says, hey, I want to compete for a World Series title, I've given everything to this organization, I don't think we're contenders this year, I want to be traded, I can go acquiesce to those demands. But I also think that Scherzer is a big competitor too and wants to see if they can start to get rolling on this team. But unfortunately, they're a team that's dealt with injuries like a lot of teams in Major League Baseball. And I think ultimately, like the thing is that NL East, I mean, you got the Mets, you got DeGrom and this and that, but the Mets are pretty solid. They're better than I thought they were going to be, actually. And then but the Braves still haven't made their run where they've gotten hot. Of course, they dealt with the Ozuna situation, the Soroka. I mean, it's so terrible. I mean, two Achilles tears in consecutive years is bad, but it should be interesting. Who's pitching tomorrow? We got Uceta. Castillo would be good. Yeah, I mean, Castillo, a rough April and a rough May, but I mean, a sub-2 ERA in the month of June. Always been a big fan of the guy. Tina G-Man, what's up, Tina G-Man? I believe he will. D-backs got out of the 7th inning squeeze. That's what I'm talking about. Can we pick up Josh Hader and the starter from Texas? Roach, we need starting pitcher more than number 27. Okay. Deborah Young, Tommy Lasorda is helping out the D-backs tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Always up there, blue heaven. But Carlos Martinez, to answer your question, can we pick up Josh Hader and the starter from Texas? I mean, that'd be fantastic. I mean, that'd be a nice haul. But I like that. The NY Mets. From Julian Dubray. That's what I'm talking about. Daniel Arcos, D-Mac, do you want some from King Taco? Man, I had a massive burrito today, but why not, man? Hook it up, man. Asada all day or Al Pastor. Just give me one of each. I'm trying to cut down. But answer your question on the Josh Hader thing. I mean, the Brewers have won 30 of their last 40 games. I think they've won 11 in a row. Is it 10 in a row or 11 in a row? So they're one of the hottest teams in baseball. And Devin Williams hasn't had the year that he had last year. So I think that definitely he's not. They're not. They may be silly to trade him at this point. You have to believe. But think blue, bleed blue, go Dodgers from Tina G-Man. But yep, guys, thanks for rocking with us here. A Saturday night show because we're gonna be out tomorrow, of course, because for the 4th of July celebration. You know, I know you guys are going to be out at barbecues and doing all that cool stuff. But Joey Gallo, William Blockson, he's been hot. Kenley Jansen at 10 from Tanner Horton. Carne Asada with a Modelo and a Jose Mariachi. Hook it up. That's what I'm talking about. Give you my address. Run it by. Sweep tomorrow, cold to L.A. Hey, man, the Yankees. Man, Marquez Daniel, do you think the Giants are a fluke? I don't really think they're a fluke per se as far as – I just think that having guys kind of pitch out of their minds. I mean, Kevin Gausman had a good year last year, but I don't think anyone would expect him to be the guy that, other than Jacob deGrom, was one of the best starters in the National League. And then you got, DeSclafani, who's pitching really well this year too. And offensively, guys like Brandon Crawford have played really well too. Duggar, their offense, they're just such a home run heavy team. It's kind of live by the home run, die by the home run that we've seen down L.A. They're executing that strategy up there. But yeah, I wouldn't call it a fluke as much as I really wouldn't call it a fluke. They played good baseball, and their bullpen's been really solid as well. I think they're just kind of more of a complete team than I thought they were going to be. And, give them a lot of credit. It's FTG, but you got to call it what it is, right? Brad Penny to L.A. from Roach. Oh, man. Of course, Reddit K's with a man on not. Oh gosh, really? Yeah, he actually played pretty well yesterday. I hate to say it, but what's your final record? Here we go. We got they're a good team. Let's see. Let me check this. Let me get my comments back. Yeah. We got. Oh, there we go. Isn't there some personal conduct clause in the movie? Okay. We got Happy 4th, the Dodgers Nation, and the chat from Ray F. FTG. We got. What was your prediction for the Dodgers record this year? Early in the season, I had them at 104-58. I think now, if they get close to that 100 number, that'd be pretty nice. I kind of feel it's tough right now. I think they'll end up with. I think they'll end up with 100 wins even. I really do. I don't know how the Dodgers will win without Trevor. I think they'll win a lot of games with or without Trevor Bauer because they were already going to win a lot of games with him too. So this team won a World Series without him, and it's basically that same exact team. So, there are some moving parts, but this core is still intact. So this team could win a World Series without Trevor Bauer, if we're being completely realistic and completely honest about it. Julian Dewberry, Giants are reaping the benefits of the Dodgers' influence. If it weren't for Farhan Zaidi, they'd be in last. Yeah, man, Farhan, he just kind of took that Dodgers blueprint with them. Goes with Gabe Kapler, who they were close to rolling with. But I definitely agree with you. But, look, I just kind of don't – I think that if they continue to contend like – or continue to kind of be fringe contenders where they're having a pretty solid year and they don't just cash in on those prospects like in Bruce Bochy's last year where they didn't trade Bumgarner. At some point you really just got to go into rebuild mode when you consider how sparse their farm system has been for so many years. So I had them at 117. Roach. I had them at 117. LMAO, don't listen to me when it comes to baseball. Hey man, you got to dream big, okay? So I'm not mad at you, and we definitely will listen to you when it comes to baseball. We got Tanner Horton. What up, Doug? I love the Dodgers. Love them Dodgers from Valley Village. We got Anthony Keene. LMO, I think I had 120. Hey, Anthony Keene, you can tell him that I was in here saying, look, you guys need to chill on that Mariners talk. I had 104 games because I didn't want this team to peak in the regular season like I've seen a lot of teams do, like that 2001 Mariners team. So, Tony Sharma, Doug, Tatis Jr. is 10 times better than Mookie and I'm a Dodger fan saying this, LOL. Tatis is worth his contract, not Mookie. Oh, yeah, and the Dodgers are not winning the World Series the way it is going. I mean, Fernando Tatis is a phenomenal player. Mookie Betts, I still think when this year is all, when it's all said and done with this year, he'll be right there as a top 10 to 15, 20 player in Major League Baseball. But I mean, Tatis Jr., give him all the credit in the world. The guy's a flat-out superstar. I had him at one. Marquez Daniel, I had him at 162. Mookie Betts is incredible. Happy Independence Day. Don't take your freedoms for granted. Enjoy your holidays. Stay safe, everyone. Tatis made the most errors. Yeah, defensively, he leaves more to be desired, but still has a cannon out there, and I think he could clean that up. But, yeah, guys, you guys were on fire tonight, like you always are, here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. But my name is Doug McCain. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Go cop some gear over at gearup.la. Get yourself a Joe Kelly shirt. I'll work on that Joe Kelly mariachi shirt for you guys. Mookie needs to quit the vegan diet. Thank you, Doug. Good night. You rock. Thanks, my man. But, yeah, guys, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Take some home run cuts here. Take some swings for the fences, and then we'll be out of here. You guys can enjoy your 4th of July weekend. But Tatis is the next Derek Jeter. I think he's going to be way better than Derek Jeter. 8 a.m. game. Oh, yeah, guys, get some rest. 8 a.m. game tomorrow, right? But thanks for rocking with us, guys. You guys are the best. Moose, great show. D-Mac, always coming on the best post-game show. Appreciate you, my man. Let's go blue from Tina G-Man. But, yeah, happy 4th of July, everyone, guys. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.
It's time for Dodger baseball.
What a catch by Mookie Betts. Another home run for Corey Seager. Another strikeout for Kershaw. A robbery of Tatis. Gone. Well snapped. This is what an ace looks like.
And tagged out is Riley, a double play.